Hello everyone, how you doing? Welcome to another video. This is a Demoscene report for January 2023. Hope you're having a great day so far. We are in a makeshift studio, as you can see on the rooftop of the house. We're still changing studios and rearranging things. So expect some technical difficulties, but I hope everything will turn out okay. A lot of things happen in January, so let's get right into it. As always, all the links in the descriptions are on the description text below, so everything I mentioned, you can go there and find it, go directly and check it out. Went through all of the things of the demo scene on the month of January, and I'm listing the highlights here for your convenience. So hope you enjoy it. Let's get right into it, onwards with the show. This is the demo scene report for January 2022. The first 2023. The first thing that we want to talk about are the demo scene related media that have been happening on the demo scene. So let's take a look. I think I should switch to this screen. So first things first, the Meteoriks have been already announcing the categories that are happening. You can see them here. You can suggest, recommend things. Actually, I think the deadline for recommending things for the Meteoriks has just ended at the end of January. You will see the nominees being revealed on at Mountain Bites in Switzerland at the end of February, so stay tuned for that. Then a couple of demo parties that were just recently announced that are still happening in the beginning of on the first quarter of 2023, so it's worth mentioning. First one in Japan, Sessions is happening in Twin Messe, Shizuoka, Japan. So if you're in Japan, drop by. Sessions being organized by the same people who organize the Tokyo Demo Fest, but it's a different location, I believe, and slightly different sort of venue. So check it out, April 29th to 30. Also another party that was just recently announced, Forever, is happening as well in March this year. If you are in the Czech Republic, or if you're into Atari, ZX Spectrum, go check it out. Slovakia even, not Czech, Slovakia. So yeah, more things happening. There was this interesting podcast released at Zine World with an interview with Robert Neal, who is famous for his RetroRGB things. If you want to know how to connect retro computers to all sorts of things, this is a very interesting video podcast to check out. Then Remute also released this concert that he did in Offenbach earlier this month. It's all 1 hour of it is available on Vimeo, so check it out. The Zine podcast radio show has released the number 128 episode, talking with the production team, pretty much just going through the highlights of the year. How they will change the format, how they will not change the best things and the worst things that happened during the episode. Quite good episode, looking forward to more of them. Then we had the release from the F4CG compilation of all the different demos that they put together, also worth checking out, especially if you like old school Commodore 64 cracking things. They compiled everything into this gigantic 4-hour video. FairLight TV released a couple episodes, more programming on the 64 twice, even more programming on the C64. Bach was explaining everything about Commodore 64 programming. Then I found this interesting project called DemoArts still getting kicked off. Basically, they're trying to record high quality versions of demos and storing them in a secure place. More high quality than YouTube is the main factor that distinguishes them from. So it's a similar project to what CapTV was trying to do. Let's see if it goes forward, if it gains a bit more traction. Would be cool to see more video captures of demo scenes in high quality being made available out there for people to use and see. And the problem with this project is usually longevity. After 4 or 5 years, they tend to close down. So I hope DemoArts will be different in that regard. Then there was a call for being an organizer at Revision. They're looking for more people. Revision has been announced that will be happening physically for sure this year. If you haven't bought your tickets to Saarbrücken, please do so. They're looking for more organizers. So if you want to help being a comp organizer, info team, streaming, event tech, all sorts of different places for people to join the team, get more involved in making the largest pure Demoscene party a bit better than it has been. Well, it has been only online on the last few years, so make it great again. Other news, Revision 2023 also released this webpage for the first time people. So if you're a newcomer to the demo scene or haven't come to the demo party in a long time, you can check this page, and there's a whole list of information that you can find about the common things that you can expect to find at Revision. LFT also released this very cool video of him performing on the Paulimba, and he went into great detail on the sampling of the Amiga, the restrictions that it has in terms of resampling. Very interesting video. You learn a lot about audio coding for the Amiga, and yeah, he turned the Amiga into a Paulimba without succumbing into sample rate issues and resampling issues. I think we have reached the next section already, which is this one, out of Compo releases. And the first intro that I wanted to show, the first release outside of Compo that we wanted to show was this one exactly, the 30 years by Crass, a comeback from Crass to releasing things after many, many years. Yeah, I hope to see more productions from them, not just a single screen, but more Amiga stuff. Then there was the Old Farts from Past, released by Hemoroids for the Atari STE, kind of a New Year's production. Another New Year production was Bonne, 2023 by White Dot for the Thompson, which is not a very common platform. Then we had Tempus Fugit by Impact for the Amstrad Plus, also interesting to see more productions for the CPC. And Pixtur of Steel released his lasers demo that he's been working. He couldn't participate on the Fast Challenge during the demo party, the Zenta demo party that happened. He didn't have time to finish stuff, but he still worked on the production, and he finished it a few weeks later, so you can see the production here. I think it's also added on Puet and Demozu, I'm not sure. Other stuff that happened, release of a few art packs. The Blender 2023A got released. For those who don't know, Blender is a competition where they have a theme and different people try to do things related to the theme. You can see the releases that were made here. If this would open. I don't know why it's not opening. Now it's opening. Okay, it's just slow. Okay. So yeah, I think the theme was about aliens. I have this feeling. So yeah, 16 colors, great website to find these latest art packs released by the Ashi and Nancy scene. Another pack that was released was the Lazarus number 16, a quite larger pack here with a lot of different stuff. Hope you check it out as well. And then a smaller pack by Neutron was also released with a guest release from where is he? This guy, Altera, with a guest release from Altera as well. Then we have a couple other out of Compo releases. I Heard You Like Dithering by Progen for the Acorn Archimedes 4K intro 4K intro. Then we had The Beautiful Machine Volume 1 by ArtState, a music disc released in January. And Humpa Concerto Music Collection by Finnish Gold for the Commodore 64, also containing quite a few number of SID files. Propaganda number 33 by Genesis Project was also released. Disc mag for the Commodore 64. Good graphic covers there. Haven't seen the content yet. And then just fresh out of the press, the party pack number 8 by ArtState, compiling stuff mostly from Gerp, but I think maybe a couple other entries as well. So yeah, so these were the out of Compo releases that happened during this month. Let's move on to other things, which are the releases from the DeHalt demo party. So DeHalt is a Russian demo party that happens pretty much every year. It's a relatively small demo party. It's people in a cabin pretty much. They had a live stream that we could check the stuff real time. The quality is not that great, but good enough to see what's happening. And quite a few decent number of releases being submitted for the different competitions. Film and Wild, the high-end 256-byte category is dominated by Goblinish. High-end demo, Mayhem won that one. High-end graphics. Tracker music won by Slash. Low-end 256-byte won by RMDA. Low-end demo. This one was made for the Vectrex, pretty decent demo. What else? Low-end graphics. Quite a few high-quality submissions. This one feels like a conversion, though. The aliasing is a bit too weird. A lot of cool stuff. MP3 OGG music, old school adult graphics. So I guess you can show body parts. Real-time AYYM music, low-end graphics. It's like, I don't know the difference between this one and the Spectrum graphics. Real-time paint over. They had a paint over compo. The 53C mode graphics. We can use blocky, multi-line, multicolored things. Also very popular format in the Russian demo parties. A lot of submissions for that. AYYM music competition. Oh, there was a real-time and a non-real-time version of that. Oh, okay. And the ZX Spectrum Beeper music competition as well, which was won by Utz of Irlicht project. Okay, congratulations. So yeah, that was DeHalt in Russia. Pretty cool demo party. Next up we have JML Farjan. The boat has sailed yet again on the Jumalauta shores, and it has reached well, it went from Helsinki to Stockholm and then back again. So let's take a look at the releases that they had. Not that many. Suomi Kunton by ISO won the compo. And then the graphics compo, well, there aren't any screenshots from them here on Demozoo, unfortunately. Only for the executable graphics that got second place, made by NR4. So yeah, small party on the boat, very fun. I expect a lot of Farjan releases being submitted here. And yeah, check out the winner entry by ISO, because ISO always does great releases. What else? Let's move on to the last party that was that took place in Poland. Take a look. This was just freshly added to Demozoo. I was helping adding them today. Not that many compos, mostly focused on around the Atari stuff. 256-byte intro competition won by Koala. Graphics entry by Pepe. The music was won by New Generation, and there were some VBXE graphics as well, won by Innuendo. It's a special graphics mode, I believe. I think we even talked about that on the previous video. What else? There were Get Ready for a Lovebyte as well. A lot of people that were... It was a compo specially designated for newcomers to the demo scene. So was doing size coding for the first time, has not gotten a top 3 place yet, was the designated bottom threshold for participation. So if you ever got a top 3 place in any competition, you couldn't participate on this compo. A lot of good entries. I saw this live stream and a lot of good quality stuff. A Cold Night won for the Pico 8 actually, which is not very common to see. We see a lot more TIC 80 stuff. A Cold Night by Luchak won. Chaos Tunnel got 2nd place. Also very cool tunnel effect. Fractal Reactor doing some fractals there. Jelly Hearts getting 4th place. Triple Tunnel, Heartbite, Scanner. This one had a good music, acid music. The visuals were not that good. And it burns, burns, burns. A reference to the old Johnny Cash song. Cubic Zirconia, Brain Crash. A lot of good entries, especially for considering most of these people were like newcomers that only got into size coding during the Tiny Code Christmas organized by Lovebyte. Very big quantity of releases and all of them pretty good quality, so cool compo overall. Moving on to other things, we had the Amiga Ireland competition happening in Ireland. You guessed it. I found this webpage with the results, which I will show. They only had 2 competitions, one for pixel art for the Amiga and one for mod music for the Amiga. Pixel graphics was won by Winter Patrol by Critical, and the mod music was won by Punic. So let's try to show this entry. I zoom in. Yes, I can. So it blurs a bit because Chrome is silly. Nice. Good entry by Critical there. Let's move on to something else, which is the Gerp demo party, focusing around the Amiga. A lot of good entries that came out during this party in Sweden, 20 and 22nd of January. The 4-channel music was won by Traes, 2nd place for Bonefish. Then Amiga 40K intro was one with a very cool Water My Grey Beard, a technical demo beating a challenge set up by Photon, where he said he did the optimized effect on the given limitations, and Blueberry and company set out to prove him wrong and released this Water My Grey Beard, which is a very cool version. First Row by Desire got 2nd place, and then Eat Circuits got 3rd place. For Real by Spaceballs, an invitation for the revision demo party, got 4th place, and Old School by Megastyle got 5th place. Amiga Demos won by Klubisk, which got pretty good ratings, has this new retrowave aesthetic to it. Amiga Rave by Desire getting 2nd place, then The Heist and Forest. So yeah. Amiga executable music, Amiga graphics, also some good entries here. A lot of great pixel work. Chip music competition, other platform demos. Also had a cool Atari 2600 demo here. 16 for the Commodore 64. Amstrad CPC demo. Other platform graphics for the Commodore 64. Prize music, Wild Compo, which was won by Desire Moods Plateau. Bitbenders got 2nd place with Salvamea, and Extraterrestrial got 3rd place by Insane. Music disc called Night Chips by Electronic Nights got 4th place. Oh yeah, Lost in the Jungles was a remake from an old crappy Swedish demo. They decided to remake it with modern visuals. This was very funny. This was actually one of the funniest entries on the compo. Yeah, so this was Gerp. Hope you enjoyed it. A lot of good releases, especially if you're into Amiga stuff. A lot of stuff to see to kick off the year. Let's move on to something else, which is the ICC competition, the intro creation for Commodore. A lot of things been released, but nothing has been rated yet, so kind of hard to know which one is good. I guess you have to check them all and vote yourself. But you can see the list here at the CSDB website already. So yeah, not sure what else I can say about this. If you're into Commodore 64, download them, check them, rate them, and yeah. And that's it for the demo parties that happened this month. Let's take a look at the top of the month according to Poet. It's actually a month and a half because of, you know, things. But yeah, let's take a look. So Klubisk released that Gerp, already getting first place. Water My Beard also from Gerp. A lot of things from Gerp. Bunker from Zenta Demo Party is happening here. Otherwise, mostly stuff released at the Gerp party. This one is from D-Halt, also from Jumalauta Farjan party, the Out of Compo release that I mentioned. So yeah, a lot of good stuff. Intimidate. This one was, I think it was from Zenta, yeah. Yep. So yeah, this is the top of the list. Batman already being out since it's been released for over a month and a half. And now we're 2023, fresh charts. Klubisk taking the top so far. What else is there left to say? Let's talk about the upcoming demo parties. There are a couple of them that are quite interesting, that are worth checking out and traveling to. Let's take a quick look at them. Lovebyte happening online only this coming weekend, 10 and 12 of February. Then Fjall Data also happening in Sweden, focused on the Commodore 64, I believe, and Amiga as well. Then we have Assembly Winter, Mountain Bytes happening at the same time. Mountain Bytes should have a good amount of entries as well. Let's take a look at that. Oh, and yeah, and the Meteoriks nominees will be revealed at Mountain Bytes with a special gala and everything. So looking forward to that as well. Instancy happening in Finland in the beginning of March. Skier Death, another small Finnish demo party happening as well. Forever demo party that we already talked was recently announced in March. Don't know about Slask Hack. Don't know what this is. The Gathering in Norway also always happens around Easter time. And then Revision Demo Party happening physically again in Saarbrücken. I already got my tickets. Hope you get yours as well. It's promising to be really good. And yeah, that's it for now. There's this pre-revision and post-revision process in the demo scene. Like the main highlight is usually Easter, the highlight around Easter. Then there are a whole bunch of small parties that are happening in between. And there's a lot more activity usually happening around June, July, August, those summer months. And then usually it's a bit of a waste, and then some things happening around December, mostly online competition. So this is long tradition, but you know, there are exceptions to the rules, and especially the pandemic turned things around a lot. So yeah, that's all the things that I wanted to show on this video. Hope you got some good insights out of the things worth checking out. As I mentioned in the beginning, all of the links are on the description below. Let me know if I forgot something in particular that you would like me to have mentioned. Let me know your feedback, your comments, everything that you can think of is most gladly welcome. If you want me to keep doing videos like this, you can also support me through patreon.com/psenough. Anything you would like to donate is very much welcome for me to keep doing videos like this and other stuff related to the demo scene and not only. So yeah, enjoy the rest of the month. Bye bye everyone. Take care.